Hello, this is Dr. David King-Boyson. So Anita, as I said, you need to conclude, but prior to your conclusion, there are other aspects that you have ignored, very, very important in research, ethical issues. Okay, you cannot ignore this. They are so important. I mean, how you have your ethical clearance, your participants, how are you going to deal with them in terms of their privacy and then anonymity and all that? How is the research going to affect them in terms of their responses? These things should be clearly outlined in terms of people's privacy and even the data. If you have the rights, there's a Data Protection Act where it doesn't allow you to have access to certain data. All these things are serious ethical issues in research that is taken serious at this level. So you need to talk about ethical issues and tell us what you intend to do when it comes to the data that you will be eliciting from the respondents, their privacy, their anonymity. These things are very important. And also, you didn't talk about validity and reliability. If you are doing a quantitative work, okay, then you can talk about reliability and validity. But if you're doing a mixed study, having talked about validity and reliability, then you need to talk about credibility and trustworthiness. Okay, trustworthiness. So it means that in a qualitative study, we don't deal with validity and reliability. We deal with credibility and trustworthiness. And for quantitative study, we deal with validity and reliability. You write, how is the study going to handle validity and reliability issues? And reliability, in most cases, people say they want to use Chromback Alpha to measure the consistency of the responses they elicit from the respondents. Validity, there's a lot of validity if you want to do construct validity, discriminant validity, and convergent validity. All these are, but they have meaning. It depends on your data type or how the research is structured. That will determine whether you use a type of validity or reliability. For credibility and trustworthiness, trustworthiness goes with qualitative, research. You need to prove beyond all reasonable doubt. People use triangulation as a means to establish credibility of the results. They ask one question, the same question is asked in a certain way, just to confirm that the results are consistent. And then when the researcher will also have to establish that kind of trustworthiness, okay, with the research and what is the extent to which the findings are trusted, okay. You need to prove beyond all reasonable doubt, and that should be done for qualitative studies. So indicate for your work, it appears that you are doing a mixed study. So it means that these two paradigms would have to be addressed. If you have any questions, let me know. But I've given you a brief of what you are expected to do. I've indicated on the topic that you might change the impact to effect, and I've given you good feedback on the introduction. And also remember that your introduction should be very captivating, very, very captivating, and it should make readers yearn to read your work, okay? And I think in discussing in the method of data analysis, I did indicate that because you added that you display table, graph, and then you added the narrative, then it means that the table and graph addresses the quantitative aspect, and the narrative forms also identifies the qualitative aspect, and that makes it a mixed study. So if you have any questions, let me know. Thank you for your time. And once again, this is Dr. David King-Boyson.